Hello, welcome to the webinar. My name is Paul Gibbons. I'm very shortly going to introduce you to something very special. However, it will take a little bit of time to get your head around it. If you've seen this for the first time, you'll realise very, very quickly that I'm not a professional presenter. Far from it, in fact. But what I'm going to show you is very powerful. However, it does require you to keep an open mind, and it will probably raise more questions than answers, which is great, but I don't have time to answer them all tonight. So I would ask you to get straight back to the person who invited you to this webinar. This is really a simple and just a brief introduction for you to decide if you want more information. I don't expect you to understand the entire concept, but I hope that it pricks up your interest and that you'll to find out some more. As I said, my name is Paul Gibbons. My background has always been computers. I've run my own IT support company for over 20 years. It's given me a good living. I drive a nice car. I live in a nice house. And I have at least 4 or 5 holidays a year. 2 years ago, I had a fairly major health scare that quite easily could have stopped me from being able to work. Now, as it happens, that's all under control, but it really got me thinking and really started to concentrate on what would happen if I wasn't around to run my own company, and who would look after my family and how would they survive if I wasn't around. I started looking at other income streams that didn't just rely on me. I really needed a plan B, something that I could run alongside my current business that could maybe take over from the plan A. Now, there's a reason why everybody looks at opportunities. Certainly for me, it was, I was looking for an opportunity. I was looking at a way that that could change my family's future. But I also wanted to, look at it now, and I think about how I really want to get my time back. But we all have different reasons for looking at that, and one of the reasons on that screen hopefully will pertain to yourself. Now, what we're going to show you, we're actually going to show you a solution that creates time freedom and how to create the lifestyle that you think you deserve. And we're going to introduce you to the concept of residual income and the power of relationship marketing. Now, how is this possible? We're going to show you a company. We're going to introduce you to Momentous International, who are a new kind of relationship marketing company. Already started out in Canada, into the United States. It now launched into the United Kingdom some just under 18 months, just over 18 months ago now. We launched our gas and electricity products into the UK. We've just launched our worldwide product that we're going to talk a little bit more about a little bit later on. But, we're going to use how to utilize relationship marketing to gather loyal customers. And that's what's key to this business. We're looking for you to go out and gather loyal customers that are looking to hopefully make some savings on the gas and electricity and other essential services that we offer. And it's a business that fits just about anybody's lifestyle and frees up time. Who are we? The company was started around about 5 years ago in 2010. Very, very early started out into Canada. Then we moved into the United States a year later. We featured in direct selling news and also in Forbes magazine. We've already featured in Success for Home magazine, which is one of the world's greatest selling entrepreneurial magazines in the world, not just in the USA, but worldwide. And we managed to get into the top 100 of direct selling companies in the world within our first 3 years of business. Now, there are companies that have been trading for decades that have never, ever managed to get into that top 100. And we got there, quite frankly, within our first couple of years of trading. And we're still there now, which is, just an amazing thing to have done, considering that it has never, ever been done before. We've already expanded into obviously other territories, and the business is growing from strength to strength. And certainly here in the UK, we are really taking it into to a new level now. Why relationship marketing? Well, that's really simple. It's word of mouth. And quite simply, because it works. Word of mouth marketing, friends helping friends. I've had the privilege to spend a lot of time with both here and in the United States with our founder, CEO and president, Mr. Andrew McWilliams, and he showed me his vision and explained that Momentous International was created to help families like mine help themselves financially by creating a different kind of income, residual. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, quite frankly, we're not trying to sell anything to our family and friends. In fact, they've already got the majority of products and services that we offer. But we want them to maybe do us a favour and become a customer. And in return, we will save them some money on their monthly bills and even show them how they themselves can earn a residual income as well. It's a win-win situation that's so simple it's crazy. Companies that are already using relationship marketing, AT&T, Coca-Cola, Virgin, there isn't virtually a day that goes by when Sky don't send me an email or send something through the post asking me to refer a friend. And why do they do that? It's quite simple. Because it works. If I offer them, refer a friend, get a mobile phone or something, and the company will give me £50. Why? Because it works. And Momentous International are now working with that idea to help build a massive, massive product base and a distributors network. It's a really, really simple idea. Word of mouth marketing with essential services. Friends helping friends, creating loyal customers. This picture in the United States has probably got about 20 other products and services on it. In the UK, we've realistically just got the 6 products at this moment in time. Gas and electricity that we market through Green Star Electricity. We've just launched our video games product, which is called Atlantis Games. A phenomenal opportunity to get involved with a product that is going worldwide and that is set to absolutely change the way that people play computer games. More importantly, how they actually buy computer games. Our model is the Netflix model. And if you think about what Netflix did to the likes of Blockbusters, we're going to do exactly the same. And the idea is that you will pay a monthly subscription, which is just £9 at this moment in time, and you will get access to thousands of games. By the end of this week, we're looking at probably having something like about 3,500 games in that product. And over the coming months, that's going to build up to thousands and hopefully tens of thousands as more and more people come on board with that. A really simple concept based on the Netflix model. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail tonight. We have special webinars that we're running on Friday nights for the gamers out there. But if you've got an interest in gaming, and quite frankly, if you've got an interest in money, then you really need to be plugging into that webinar on Friday. We've also got a mobile phone app that allows you to ring over 51 countries completely free of charge for a set fee each month. You can speak to people in the United States, in other countries, for as long as you like, completely free of charge. We also have the Holiday Club, which allows you to travel like an insider. And just a few weeks ago, we launched with Virgin Media. Virgin is one of the iconic companies in the world, and we've partnered with them in the UK to offer their broadband, media, and also telephone services out in the UK. Again, a phenomenal opportunity to open doors for all the other products and services that we've got. The Lifestyle Club, as I said, allows you to realistically travel like an insider, be able to get prices that are really only ever been available to travel agents in the past. And again, for a monthly fee, you get access to all of these these holidays at a fraction of the price. Some of the savings are like 90% savings on what's advertised elsewhere. Again, I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. Get back to the person who invited you tonight if you want to find out a lot more information about that particular product and service. Let's get to the important part. How does this actually work? Well, it's fair to say that you are already somebody's customer, whether it be gas, electricity, mobile, TV, whatever. You are already paying money every month, usually in the form of a direct debit, to these companies. And those companies take some of that money and put it back into advertising. With the sole intention of actually getting more customers. And that's traditional advertising. That's just about how traditional advertising works, whether it be for TV, internet or print. British Gas alone spent over £185 million on TV advertising alone last year. £185 million. And guess what? It obviously works because you can't turn the TV on in the UK without seeing an advert for British Gas. And are they struggling for money? I think not. The profits are going through the roof, year in, year out. Well, guess what, guys? What we want to do is we want to bring you into this equation. And And for doing so, by bringing you into the equation for gathering those customers, we're going to actually give you some of that monthly bill as well. However, there is a cost to get involved. It's £119.80 to get involved in the business. However, until the end of this month, it's just £100. That £100 gets you your skin in the game. You also get your quick start kit, the marketing tools, corporate support, and live training from the business, from people that really know how to build this business. On top of that, we actually charge £20 a month. I think of that as the rent on your shop, if you like. And in this case, it's an online shop. I didn't actually find out that I'm dyslexic until I was 27 years old. So the idea of having to go out and fill out forms for people and look at price books and carry all those things around and talk to people about all the different prices I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't have even tried to do it. The fact that for £20 a month, all of my overheads in this business are covered, it gives my own website, the advanced reports, all the online tools, communication tools, and comprehensive access to the training in M University, where we get trained up by one of the top networkers in the world, our very own CEO and president, Andy McWilliams, the guy who has been a top earner for over 20 years in this business, teaches us in the comfort of our own home, all video driven, press play, press pause, rewind, go get a cup of tea, press play again, getting taught by an absolute legend in this industry, and all for £20 a month. But what do? We do two very simple things. We gather loyal customers. When I first saw this screen, and it was Ian that introduced me to it, my sponsor, I asked him, Ian, how many customers do I need to get? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 before I get paid? How does it work? He said, no, Paul, you misunderstand. All we need to do is to go out and get 10 to 20 customers in a lifetime. I'm like, what, in a lifetime, Ian? You know, I'm the youngest of five. I come from a large Irish family. All my brothers and sisters have got children. In fact, most of their children have now got children. So me gathering 10 to 15 customers was virtually done with a couple of phone calls to my brothers and sisters. And that's what this is about. It's about going out and gathering loyal customers that maybe we ask them to do us a favour. But it's very easy for somebody to do you a favour, especially when you can show them the savings that we're saving. And we always advise never sell on price because you'll lose on price. But with today's marketplace and the prices that we have through Green Star Energy at this moment, you know, we're seeing fantastic savings for people. I myself swapped my own gas and electricity over from who I believed at that time was the cheapest in the UK, and saved over £740 on a 2-year deal. Happy days. But guess what? You're not ever going to get rich on those 10 to 20 customers. So what we want you to do is to go out and teach others to do exactly the same. And we're going to come on to that. We've got 5 ways of making money in this business. What we call immediate bonus, mentor bonus, my team bonus. The reason why I'm talking to you tonight, the residual income, and the holy grail of networking, the idea that you can make a sale once and get paid for it month in, month out, year in, year out, quite possibly for decades to come. Now that really floated my boat right at the very beginning. And we also have a leadership bonus. The thing about a residual income, it takes time to build that up. And most people don't have that time. We want to be earning money right from day one, and the mentor shows how we can do that. So this is you, you've joined the business, you've paid your £200, £100 if you join tonight or before the end of this month, and the first thing we ask you to do is look in the mirror. Swap your own gas and electricity over, or take out some of the other essential services. As soon as you've got 3 customer points, and every one of our products and services carry a points value, so gas is 1 point, electricity is 1 point, Atlantis Games is 1 point, the Holiday Club's actually 2 points, and Virgin carries 1 point each for the services that we offer. So you could take all 3 Virgin services and get 3 customer points. Or you could look at gas and electricity, swap that. But as soon as you've got 3 customer points, and for the purpose of this, and just because I'm a little bit thick, we're just going to talk about gas and electricity at the moment. So if you swapped your own gas and electricity, then maybe spoke to your mum, your dad, neighbour to the left, neighbour to the right, person who loves you the most, person who owes you the most, maybe got them to swap their gas and electricity. As soon as you've got 4 gas and electricity bills onto the system, 3 gas and electricity bills onto the system, we will pay you we will pay you our first check in the business. It's what we call the belief check, the £50. But we'll also, more importantly, make you qualified in our business. And provided you do that, it does say 15 days there, but provided you do that within your 30 days, you're now qualified in the business. And I can virtually guarantee that if you live in anything above a 2-stroke, 3-bedroomed house, you're with one of the big 6, you're going to save in excess of £150 simply by swapping. So with that £50 and the 150 that you've saved, you're already paid for your first overhead in the business. But don't stop there. We want you to go out and get 4 more people. So a total of 5 people, one of which including yourself, to swap their gas and electricity or take out other services. As soon as you've got 10 customer services, and again, provided you can do that in your first 30 days, we're going to pay you another £150. You are now in profit in the business. But don't stop there. You're looking for another 5 people to maybe swap dual fuel, gas and electricity. So 10 people in total, one of which is probably yourself, to swap their gas and electricity over. That will give you a total of 20 customer points. That's the magic number in this business, because at 20 customer points, we will pay you a monthly residual income on all of those gas and electricity bills and any other services that you've taken out as well. So that's likely to give you around about between £25 and £35 a month. Not a great deal of money. But if you've done this right, it's £25 to £35 a month forever. You know, every month you're going to get paid that for as long as those people stay customers. And if they're loyal customers, which we teach you to get, you know, they're going to be loyal customers to you. But it doesn't just stop there, because you've also now covered the only overhead in the business, which was your £20 a month. So now not only have you set up your own business, you're now actually making a profit every month. And I've seen people do this in a couple of days. I've actually seen people do this in hours. But provided you do it within your first 30 days, you know, you are off to a flyer with this business. And that's what we really try and teach people, to get off to a flyer and get earning money very, very quickly. So you've got your 10 customer points, earned your £200 back. You've maybe gone out and got a few more and now got the monthly residual. And this is how this kind of works. What we want you to do is enter a mentor bonus for each person, each time somebody personally joins a new rep into the business. So you go out and find 3 other people who get qualified in the business. They themselves will get paid £50. And for mentoring them into the business, you're going to get £40, £40, £40. Now, these 3 people are very, very important to you. Because further down the plan, we're actually going to pay you a residual on whatever they do in bonuses every week. So those first 3 people, we're going to pay you 25% of what they earn every week in bonuses. So if they go out and do £1,000 that week, that's going to get you an extra £750. But not only that, the first 3 people that they bring into the business, we're going to pay 10% of that. And the first 3 that they bring into the business, we're going to pay 10% of that. So you've got 3 people on this top line earning you 75%. You've got 9 people on this second line earning you 90%. And you've got a massive 27 people earning you 10%. That's 270%. That's a total of 435% of other people's efforts every week. John Paul Getty said, yeah, I'd like to earn 1% of 100 people's efforts every month, rather than 100% of my own. And as I said, Momentus are now going to give you 435% of other people's efforts. And that's just one part of our business a little bit further down the plan. Where it gets interesting is building this residual income, because each time someone gathers a customer within your organization, it adds revenue to your business. And you can build a massive residual income. How would that work? So this is you. You've gone out and got 3 people. The first thing that they're going to do is probably get qualified and go out and get 3 people themselves. And they're going to go out and do exactly the same. And every month, you know, as they go out and swap their own gas and electricity, talk to other people, family, friends, neighbours, get them to swap their gas and electricity and other essential services, you can see how that starts to grow. And every month, just as they have done for time immemorial, they're going to pay their gas and electricity and other essential services bills, just like they always have done. And rather than paying the likes of David Beckham £10 million to kick a football into a washing machine on TV, we're going to pay you, because it was you who helped to gather those customers. you can start to see how you can get paid on thousands of bills every month. Not just those 10 that you actually gathered. The 10 that you got, if you went and got 10 gas customers, that's going to be worth about £17.50 a month to you. If you double that up with electricity, that's going to be worth about £35 a month to you. But if you teach 3 other people to do the same, who teach 3, who teach 3, who teach 3, down on this level 6, you're looking at around about 5,000 customers, and more importantly, adding that column up over £4,000 per month, and that's based on gas. Add electricity to that, add other essential services, you get the idea, guys. That number's going to go up quite dramatically. So, this is how this business works. We have what we call a mentor bonus. So you joined the business, you brought 3 people in, got £40 for as soon as they got qualified. They've all gone out and got 1 person each, and as soon as that happens, or one has brought all 3 in and you've got 6 in your team, the computer automatically promotes you to senior director. This is the first leadership position in our business and the place where people want to be as quickly as possible. Because as a senior director, the first thing that happens is we give you a pay rise. Now, for bringing anybody into the business, we're going to give you a 50% pay rise, and that's going to get you £60 every time somebody joins, frontline to yourself. Now, my wife owns a couple of hairdressing shops, so I think of these like shops. So you've got this first team here that's growing. These guys are going out and gathering more and more customers, and more reps are coming on board. And now you've started up your second shop, if you like, your second franchise. Obviously, it's not a franchise. This is Paul Gibbons, Regional Director, talking, not momentous. But I just think of it that way, as a second shop. So in that second shop, you've now gone out and brought a couple more people to come and work with it, and you're going to get paid £60. But more importantly, if they go out themselves and recruit, we're going to pay you £20. £20, £20, £20, £20, £20 to infinitive levels every time somebody comes to work within that second coded shop. And it doesn't stop there, because we're also going to pay you a monthly residual on all of the gas, electricity and other essential services that people have bought in this first team down to 6 levels, and now this second team down to 6 levels as well. That could look something a little bit like this. You've now got your senior director code. You're getting the £60 and the £20 to infinitive levels, and paid down to 6 levels on both those teams. The wonderful thing about Momentous is the only way to get promoted in this business is to help other people in your team get promoted. So unlike traditional business where you're waiting for somebody to resign, move on, retire, get sacked, you know, you're actually in this business, the way to get promoted is to help other people get promoted themselves. And by building 4 more people in your senior director code to the senior director position themselves, to the same level that you're at, so helping them get a team of 6 themselves, that will get you promoted to regional director. This is our postcode changer in the business, guys. This is where your plan B really can start to look to take over from plan A. Because now as a regional director, you've opened up your 3rd shop. We're going to give you another pay rise, because now for everybody that comes to work in that shop, we're going to pay you £100 frontline to yourself. But if they themselves go out and recruit, we're going to pay you £60, £60, £60, £60 to unlimited levels. We're also going to pay you a monthly residual on all of the customers that are gathered within that team to unlimited levels. You can really start to understand how you're not getting paid on just that 10 to 15, 20 customers that you've personally gathered, but now you can see how you can get paid on tens of thousands of customers throughout your team. Really, really exciting. At the regional director level, we also allow you to go back and choose your My Team, the guys that you're going to get paid the 25% on, and the 10% and 10%. And we also give you a car allowance that goes towards a brand new Mercedes-Benz. There is one caveat in that: it has to be black. Which I think is aimed directly at myself, because I drive a lovely white Mercedes-Benz. But I tell you what, I'm not going to be too bothered about swapping it, especially when somebody else is paying. Happy days. Doesn't stop there. National director, help 4 more regional directors in your regional director code and get promoted to national director. We've only got 2 national directors in the whole of the UK at this moment in time. And they've both got great big grins on their face, because now it's £120 for anybody that comes into their team, and £80 to unlimited levels. Carries on. international director. We actually only have 2 international directors in the world at this moment in time. One of which who has who has retired. Quite simply, he's worked the business for 4 years and got to the point where he just doesn't need to do it anymore. He may well come back, taking some time off, family time, beach time as we like to call it, and having a wonderful life on it. But I can virtually guarantee again that the next international director will come from the UK. It's the most multicultural society in the world. We sit next to English, Irish, Polish, Indian, Asian, Jamaican, African people every day. We don't think anything about it. Imagine what happens when those people get involved with your team and take momentous to their family and friends back home. Very shortly, we'll have the full version of Atlantis Games available worldwide. Wherever there is the internet, people can buy that product and more importantly, build a business on the back of it. It's a phenomenal opportunity to get involved with Momentous, and I urge you to make sure that you get all your questions answered, preferably tonight, but if not, as soon as possible before the price goes up. This is my favourite slide, guys. Enjoy the Momentous lifestyle. It allows you to plan your own schedule, own your own business, go to exciting events. A gang of us have only just come back from Vegas a week or 2 ago. Just an amazing, amazing place. Probably the craziest place on earth, without a doubt. We've already got another trip all planned for Dallas in a few more weeks. And most importantly, Momentous allow us to earn exotic trips. Last year, I had the fantastic opportunity of going to Florence in Italy, one of the most iconic places in the world. Just a beautiful, beautiful city, and it was so fantastic to be able to stay in, 5-star accommodation, rock-star treatment, all paid for by the company, simply for helping build this business. Most importantly, allowing me to build and create a long-term residual. A phenomenal opportunity, guys. The question is, can you do it? And quite frankly, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But certainly with our training and support, we teach you how to create a loyal customer base, how to build and develop your team. We've got local, regional, international training events and webinars virtually every night of the week now. And remember, you are in business for yourself, but never ever by yourself. The only way for the person to introduce you into this business to get promoted is to help you get promoted. It's a wonderful concept. This is obviously where we all want to be, beach time. Tim Sparkman, my sponsor, that's what he's doing now. He's beach time. But more importantly, he's earning a massive residual based on other people's efforts now. And just watching his residual go up and up and up. We all want to be there, being able to, do what we want to do, whether it be on a beach or just retire from the corporate world, not worrying about where the next paycheck's coming from or where the next contract's coming from. Guys, I really, really appreciate you listening tonight. I know I've rambled on a little bit too long, but I would urge you to get back to the person who invited you tonight, get all your questions answered. I appreciate that it's not for everybody, but we have a name for you. It's called Customer. Do the person a favour and maybe let them give you a quote for gas and electricity, become a Virgin, get a great deal. We're offering some phenomenal deals with Virgin. Maybe you want a holiday, maybe they can help you out with that. Or even just maybe want to ring family and friends that are abroad. We've got something just about for everybody in this business. But if you want to really, really get involved in the business, now is the time to do it before the price goes up. And build. Use these webinars. We're running another webinar tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And another one at 8 p.m. on Friday. Get as many people plugged into these webinars. Get the questions answered. We've got live events all over the UK at the moment. Again, ask the person who invited you tonight where the nearest event to you is. I'll be running one tomorrow night in Manchester along with my sponsor Ian. A phenomenal opportunity to get, information about this business, right from people that have built it. As they say, networking, I really, really hope you get involved, and I hope to see you at the top. Thank you, and good night.